tens of hours of richly informative shows.
Martha, no!
I wondered, what could we do with all of these tapes?
So, Martha...
Any people breathing? The very best solution, throw it into the dump, was to give these tapes to my daughter Alexis.
Don't ever do that again.
And her friend Jennifer,
I'm used to dealing with people like you.
to see what they can come up with.
Ooh. Do you think your mom's gonna be mad at us?
I hope so.
The great thing about your mother is that she'll teach us just about anything.
That we don't want to know?
Yeah. For instance, today, we're gonna learn how to organize a dresser.
I've told you who used to clean out her dresser.
You!
Me.
Right.
And then I'd clean out mine, and I'd say, I've just cleaned out my dresser. It was the only place I had to keep clothes.
Yeah.
And she said, well, if you didn't let it get messy, you wouldn't have to clean it out.
I feel like you open the drawer, you put the clothing in,
Put socks in one drawer.
socks and underwear and your bras, and in your next drawer, you could put your T-shirts,
Next drawer, sweaters.
and you're done.
Finite.
Let's see.
When I'm in the midst of an organizing scheme, like organizing a dresser, I try to go all out.
As opposed to everything else she does, where she, what, doesn't go all out?
No.
She goes all out all the time.
Use a piece of cardboard. This is a nice
I find this,
double.
what's the
She
point?
said go all out. She didn't say anything about simple.
Cut the corners off on a 45-degree angle like that.
Do you have to use a compass
I
to
guess
get the 45?
Anything with geometry is not for me.
Cardboard. And what we do is paint the glue on,
Her nails look nice.
and then
Always.
Always, right? How many manicures?
Like one a day, because she
They
does
get
too much
tipped.
stuff with her
Yeah.
hands, so before every show.
and using a little bit of bias tape, finish.
She's...
What is she
who
doing
cares
this
what
for?
it looks like
This
underneath?
has nothing to do with the drawer or organizing
No
it.
one's going to ever pick that up.
Not
so
to
why does the
mention-
bias tape have to go on?
I don't know.
So this little top accessory drawer looks very nice in the room. What I like to do in a jewelry
Oh
drawer.
my God, magic.
Oh my.
What is with the glinting Cartier watch?
It's magic.
I'm blinded.
boxes, I put my delicate earrings,
I don't
Shake
know.
your delicate earring in
Shake,
that metal
shake,
box?
shake, shake your earring.
other earrings that are too big for those boxes, I keep separately, just laid out in the drawer.
Where's the
like
weed?
Another shallow drawer, also lined with velvet. And this is another nice way to be able to see things at a glance.
I can never see things at a glance in the drawers.
No, because there's never room. Nobody has
No.
enough room.
Moths love sweaters. So I found these cedar strips. They come different lengths, and these can be laid right down in the bottom of your drawer.
And look at how thick those cedar planks are. So they're going to use up the drawer space.
4 by 8 foot, quarter-inch thick piece of cedar plywood, which can be cut to fit your drawers. And then you place your...
So she had to go to a lumberyard
I'm
and ask
exhausted.
them to cut the cedar planks to just the right size.
No, she didn't. She went out to the crew.
Said,
in
could
the
you
back
get me some cedar planks?
And said, I want some cedar planks. They're going to fit right in here.
And I want them now.
Yeah, and they
find
appeared.
Right.
holes in it. Over on the bed, I have another very nice
Did you
organizer.
see how hard it was to close that drawer?
Over here are organizer boxes, and you can get these through some of the catalogs.
But how do they fit in your drawer? What if they don't fit?
You have to measure it.
Too small.
And then you have to paint them the same color?
Of course you do.
right in the bottom of the drawer. These boxes are lined with acid-free paper. Notice my
I
white
can never put socks like that, ever.
Right.
They're always
You have to
rolled up,
iron
twisted
them
up.
to
Yeah.
get them like that. Nobody's
never.
socks look. Those are new,
Right.
never been worn.
and these delicate undergarments.
Undergarments.
Very nice.
Ooh la la.
Ooh.
This nice thin top. It's nice to just fold it with a little piece of tissue paper in it.
I mean, who has tissue paper
Now,
to fold their clothing?
Where do you
It's
get it?
too much of a pain in the butt. What if you can't decide what to wear and you take everything out? Ugh, sometimes it's just too much.
It is.
Dresser and a well-organized
What's with the
closet
pleated pants, A, and why are they in a drawer, B?
I don't know.
in which to live. And your clothes will have a longer life if they are properly stored.
So basically,
First, we went to the artist supply store, we got paper.
right.
Then we went to the lumber yard to have them cut down the cedar
Yes.
planks, sewing store to get the seam binding.
And the catalogs to get the inserts for the drawer.
Right.
This is
You
very
go to the home
simple.
store, and then
Yeah.
you had to paint. You have paint for those boxes
To
make
make
sure
them
they
all
match.
the right colors.
What else do we have to get? Those little boxes.
Tins, the little tins for your earrings. Then you have to go to the jewelry repair store after you
Shake them.
Yep.
To pieces.
Yep.
And last stop, Cartier for a giant gold watch.
your beautiful glistening watch. Look at your cousin Carter. He thinks he's hot. I'm Carter and I'm handsome.
Whoopee pies?
I made whoopie pies for my son's birthday a couple years ago.
Aren't they too big pain in the butt?
They were a giant pain in the butt. The kids love them. That's
They
the
did?
thing. Children love the
They
whoopie
love
pie.
anything that's going to stain their clothes.
Probably. Think about it. It's 2 chocolate cakes with white filling. What's bad about that?
I wasn't a big chocolate person. I like vanilla. Vanilla
Talk
whoopie
to
pie.
the hand.
Look at that cute bowl. I think that bowl was my bowl.
It's been called scooter pie, chocolate drop, round dog, cream cake.
Round dog?
Round dog?
Pie. Whoopie pies have been stuffed in lunch boxes and enjoyed for
I wasn't allowed to have a lunchbox.
Really?
Yeah, I was given a little insulated box from Iron Gate Caviar Company.
That's terrible.
Isn't
no.
that mean?
I had Partridge Family,
Okay.
Hello Kitty, you name it, I had it.
Today we have 2 guys from the kitchen. My nephew Carter Evans, who's been working here,
Are these your cousin?
and his friend Eddie Ruskowski, who also works in our
Are
kitchen.
they wearing jean shirts to match Martha?
Yes. He's cute, your cousin Carter, but he seems obnoxious.
Yeah, I think he might be slightly retarded.
Now, listen, this whoopie pie recipe really breaks into 3 parts quite easily. Carter's going to do the filling, and he will explain that step by step. Eddie, you can sift all the dry.
I'm guessing butter goes in here. I'm just going to start.
I'm sifting the dry.
Creaming the butter and the sugar.
She loves to cream.
Those 2 boys are making her creamy.
How many dry ingredients?
Cream.
We're going to use 3½ cups of all-purpose flour.
3½ cups.
1.
And Eddie was my father's name, and Ruskowski was my mother's maiden name. So it's kind
That's
of
fascinating, Martha.
It's like a moss member of the family, of the clan.
Of the clan?
There was no clan.
1½ cups of
1½ cups of whatever that chocolate crap is.
Oh, the most beautiful cocoa powder in the whole world.
In the
What makes it the
whole
most beautiful? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Add 1 teaspoon of salt,
1 teaspoon of salt.
1 teaspoon of baking powder.
1 teaspoon of
I
baking
don't really think you need to
powder.
sift. I think sifting's below.
Sifting's bull, but you don't have to. But just dump it
Total
in the bowl.
bull
and
crapping.
You don't. They've done studies. It doesn't make any difference.
Whisk it away.
You're going to be making
Thank you.
I'm gonna make the filling
wonderful 7-minute frosting.
I can't make 7-minute frosting. You're going to have to do that. I can't do it.
All right.
here. 1½ cups of superfine sugar.
Super fine
What's he from? He's from Greenwich. How is he speaking?
of super fine sugar.
2 teaspoons of light corn syrup.
All right.
So that's caro syrup, you know. Very.
This is baking when you're high.
Heat this for 7 minutes.
Now you're going to use your hand mixer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to do this by hand with one of those rotary. That was torture.
2 cups of wonderful buttermilk. I'm so glad you're using a lot of buttermilk in the kitchen.
Wonderful buttermilk.
Wonderful.
It does, yeah.
I like buttermilk, though.
Very moist. How you doing?
It's
Do you like to
tangy.
drink it?
No.
And 2 teaspoons.
I like working with
what
it.
to do is always put.
Look at your cousin Carter. He thinks he's hot. I'm Carter and I'm handsome.
Okay. Now you start adding your dry ingredients.
Oh my God. They didn't.
Just don't. Can you relax?
No. You can't relax.
All right,
Still.
7 minutes.
Okay, so would you say that this is done?
It hasn't been 7 minutes for the frosting.
Yeah, who gets to lick the beater?
Oh my God.
You know,
Who
Carter
gets to
and
lick
what's
the
that other guy's
beater?
name?
Come
Might fight
on.
over it.
Come on.
I guess Martha got to.
Martha likes to lick the beater.
Okay. This is a very nice way to form cookies to make them uniform. And you bake them for how long?
12 minutes.
12 minutes in a
Approximately.
400-degree oven.
Oh, I was supposed to use a timer? That's a bummer.
Well, you'll know when it's done.
Yeah.
And let's see how we fill them. And does this harden up, the 7-minute frosting?
Oh, it hardens up, Martha. It hardens up.
If you lick hard enough.
It hardens up. You want to lick?
Yeah, no. Good.
Oh my God. It was so good.
All right, we'll start dishing it out.
I will. Delicious. I'm making Whoopee Pie cookies on the Silpat. I like parchment paper better than Silpat.
I do too. Plus, I don't like cleaning the Silpat.
They stay buttery.
This is my first Whoopee Pie.
First Whoopee Pie, what, of the day?
Look at her. She's licking the cream.
Carter's not going to eat it. It's not in his regimen.
Can't even speak.
He's just to work out. Oh, he is eating it. Gross. Wipe your mouth.
Look,
Magic.
the magic of television. I don't want to burn you any more than you've already been burned. These are so cute, and they're still totally warm. These are nicer
Are they
ones.
cool
The
enough
ones-
to,
Yeah, they're cool enough to ice.
Well, thanks, guys. This was really fun, and thanks for making Whoopee Pies in the kitchen with Martha.
Frosting. How did you rap?
Are you just singing?
That's not really a sing.
You did sing. You
It's
went
not really.
frosting.
It's not really a sing.
That's a
That's
sing.
as much singing
Sing
as
with
they'll
me.
ever have.
Frosting.
No, that's it.
Come on, try it again.
I'm done. Really pain in the ass.
I'm a pain in the ass. These are so cute.
You keep look. You're screwing up every single one by getting them spotty.
You know what? Here you go.
Are you a good baseball player?
Aha, that's a...
The answer is
I'll tell you, no.
Yeah.
No, in
No.
fact.
Be sure.
Okay, now we're going to talk about invitations
And trivia
a
games.
trivia game.
Like Trivial Pursuit, which I can play really well. Were you good at Trivial Pursuit?
Not particularly.
I was really good in the 80s version.
Oh, well.
See? But not you, because you weren't into television and magazines. I would read all that stuff. It was fun.
Or what about just
I
the
don't know how to
general
do-
version? No. You don't know
Not
anything
terribly.
about sports?
But I could deduce. I could figure some of them out. We could play one time.
I really like creating birthday parties with a theme, and this...
Where was my themed birthday party? My birthday parties
I'm making a
sucked.
invitation. This is what
She didn't send out these kinds of
the
invitations.
final invitation looks
No.
like. Looks like
Oh, happy birthday, Brendan.
Brendan.
our favorite thread.
It's at Oak Street, just in case anybody wants to know.
thread. First, make a template out of
Brendan's a Pirates
stiff
fan.
paper like
Martha's a Martha fan.
like that. And you can.
Do you think
cut
Brendan
that
is
out, and this
happy
can
to
be
be
used to
hole punching and doing and...
paper.
Well, I wouldn't be if I were him, but...
No.
Paper punch. Did you finish that one, Alexander?
Oh,
Alexander?
Alexander?
If he's Alexander, who
What's
the
his last
is
name?
Brendan? Why is Alexander making Brendan's birthday party invitations?
Start with the knot on the outside.
Okay.
And then go just like you're sewing.
After baseball and soccer.
Torturing small animals?
Yeah,
Then
sew.
then we sew.
Yeah.
And you're really creating a rather original invitation with very little expense. Who's your favorite baseball player, Alexander?
Mickey Mantle?
He's shy.
If we
I don't think so.
No, but he hasn't talked once.
She hasn't let him talk.
tie a knot at the end so it doesn't slide.
I think he missed a stitch or two.
I don't think he cares.
Why should he? He's a
Yeah.
boy.
He did it.
Easy is that. Don't you think that's clever? Mm-hmm. See?
Yeah, not so
Happy
much.
birthday invitation.
Is that their real phone number?
I don't know.
It can't be their real phone number. They wouldn't
Not
be
anymore,
that dumb.
that's for sure. You think they weren't that dumb?
Really?
Invitation. We got a lot of our trivia out of a Darling
So what's the
Kinserly book.
trivia for?
Oh, they're making a trivia game.
Oh.
On the front are the questions, on the back are the answers.
Oh, that's the invitation has the trivia questions.
Really?
That's cute.
I think Brendan's gonna fall asleep.
Alexander, a.k.a. Brendan?
The sides you don't want to cut through. But you have to go through
Okay,
the
that was
book
a sigh of boredom.
and some questions that'll stump them even a little bit.
Are you a good baseball player?
Aha, that's a
The answer is
I'll tell you, no.
Yeah.
No, in
No.
fact.
So
Can I
then-
just explain something
Yeah.
to you? That no one ever threw a ball to me in my family,
But-
not once.
Your mother was practically in the movie A League of Her Own. It was practically based on her.
Lovely. And then do the stitching. Now, can I just ask you one question?
Okay.
One.
One?
Only one.
Who holds the record
Oh,
for
so
the
now
most
she's going to test
I
it?
want to hear.
played?
Cal Ripken.
How many?
He's like, give me the answer.
2,862. I don't know.
Pretty good. 2,632. Excellent. Okay.
It's only off by 2 digits.
In one season.
One question, Martha.
Mark McGuire.
How many?
70.
Okay. This year,
Yeah, Martha, you said one question.
playing in Japan, something that had never been done. Who were those 2 teams?
Mets and the Cubs.
Okay, we have nothing else to learn here today. Do you know everything? Pretty much? Oh, well, he's a font of information.
She had to up him. You might know baseball, but I can use the word font in a way you've never heard before.
And never will again. People spend so much money on these invitations with balloons and confetti and stuff about the birthday party,
There's
and they
nothing
always rhyme.
worse than a card with confetti.
And what about with the rhyme on the invitation?
I don't know anything about that.
Save the date, don't be late.
I'm sorry.
It's
What
number...
did you say?
I didn't say anything.
What's that about rhyming invitations?
I don't like
Jennifer?
rhyming. My Sweet 16 invitation is different.
Well, and tell us about it. Tell us what was your Sweet 16 birthday invitation?
It was a rap song that I recorded.
Sung by?
Me. It was made on a
tape?
cassette tape because
Cassette
it was
tape.
1986. Yes, I went and recorded.
And so people had to listen to that whole
They loved
effing
it.
thing.
They loved it so much that people took it away with them over the summer and played it for all their friends at camp and on their teen tours.
Funny.
It was great.
Sing a little bit of it.
Hey, kids over there, you know it's about that time, and if you don't know what I mean, then it's sure a crime. It was horrible. And the most offensive part of it was then I said, répondez s'il vous plaît. That's RSVP. I don't have nightmares about it, but I still
Were you
think
picked
about
last
how much
for
I
a
hate it.
kickball?
Oh, I was picked last for every athletic anything at all times. I hated gym class so much. I don't have nightmares about it, but I still
Were you
think
picked
about how
last
much
for
I
a
hated
kickball?
it. Oh, I was picked last for every athletic anything at all times.
Really? You didn't have enough friends on the team so that they picked
Not in
you
the
just
lower
'cause you were a
grades.
friend?
Gym class? No, you don't
Oh,
pick
all
anyone
bets
just
were
because off?
off?
they're friends.
Really?
Yeah, gym class is
Cutthroat
hard,
gym class?
hardcore. Oh, it sucked. Oh my God. When we'd have to run, I was always last, and then the changing in the locker room was taxing, and the whole thing, and the whole.
Did you shower?
Ugh, no, I hated it so much. Yuck.
I think the picking of the team
Yeah.
is just cruel and unusual punishment
It
for
is mean.
children.
That's
I was
mean.
I wasn't picked last, but looking back on it, it was disgusting.
That and also all the government fitness tests.
Oh, we didn't have those.
Those, yeah, we had some fitness tests where you'd have to do a
We had
certain
none
amount
of
of
that.
sit-ups
At
or a
what
certain
time?
amount.
What grade?
I think 5th grade. The pressure was unbelievable. And again, I would fail.
You would?
Always. I sucked.
I wasn't competitive in my athletics. Like I wanted to exercise, but I didn't.
Of course she did. I mean,
I didn't want to compete.
well, I didn't want to compete either. I find all that competing in school. I read
I think
an
I
article
wasn't going to
recently.
win. I think I
Well,
knew I was never going to
yeah.
win, so I didn't want to compete.
That's how I felt. I read an article recently about field day at schools when they have the end of the year field day or
All the competitions?
Yeah, they make all the kids compete in their
Okay.
classes. So they do long jump and running and relay racing and all this stuff.
Decathlon.
Yeah, and I think it's cruel. And
Only,
this article,
that should be optional.
it should be optional. And this article was saying it's not cruel. There should be a winner. There should be a loser. And why does everyone want to protect the kids?
That's your choice.
Hold on. And I also think there's enough winners and losers throughout the school year, throughout the day, with the tests, with the everything else that I don't think you
There should
necessarily
be,
need with a young
if you want to
kid.
be on the sports team,
That you can be on the sports
then there's
team.
winners and losers.
Absolutely.
But not just because you're the kid that's never going to be athletic.
That's never going to win the
That's not-
race.
What's kind of, that's just
Horrible.
crap.
Yeah, and it always felt crappy when I would lose. Hey, kids over there, you know it's about that time, and if you don't know what I mean, then it's sure a crime. You'll soon hear the date, my Sweet 16. Oh boy, I really can't wait. Répondez s'il vous plaît. That's RSVP.